All right. Good evening, guys. Welcome to one more Facebook Live session from Aussizz. Today, we're very fortunate to have Mickey as my partner. Mickey from Brisbane, and he's a part of Aussizz from Brisbane. Today, we have two special guests. One is Vipin. Vipin comes from James Cook University, Brisbane, and we've got Martin, who is a representative from Serena Russo Institute. Of course, Mickey, we should welcome Vipin and Martin.
Yes, yes, welcome. Thanks for joining us, Vipin and Martin. It's a pleasure to have you guys live here on Facebook with Aussizz Education and Migration team, of course, with Mangarish and myself. And I'll have Mangarish to lead this conversation and ask you a few questions for all our viewers who are eagerly waiting to hear back from you. They might have a few questions for you lined up at the end of the session. We'll have Q&A. So Mangarish, back to you if you want to start the conversation here.
Thanks, Mickey. Welcome again, Vipin and Martin. Thank you so much for giving your time. Few people are working from home as myself, but there are people who are in office as well. Yes. As we all know that JCU and ESRI, they're basically a great partners when it comes to Aussizz. So we would like to basically start by asking, can you please give us more information about both of your universities and colleges and what sort of courses you guys provide? Vipin, to you.
Sure. Thank you, Mangarish. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you for having us here, and it's a great pleasure to be talking to students live today and answering their questions in these tough times that we're going through. But again, as a university, we are there to support everyone, and there is a lot that we can do for them, and we are doing for our students currently. I'm going to start with JCU, and then I'll pass it on to my colleague Martin, who will give you a bit more information on ESRI. James Cook University, we are the second oldest university in Queensland, as you all know, and there are 3 campuses based in Queensland: Townsville, which is our main campus, Cairns, which is the second campus, and Brisbane, which is the international campus. So today, me and Martin, we are from international campus, which is the Brisbane campus, and we're going to talk a lot more about the programs that we offer and, of course, what we can do for our students. Everything that we are focusing today is for the Brisbane campus. So James Cook University Brisbane campus was opened in 2006, and we've been catering to international students since then. 99% of our student population on campus are international campus, and there's only 1%, which we call it domestic students, only for the master's program. Currently, we've got students from around 37 different nationalities and around 1,200 plus students that we have on campus. Focus in terms of programs has been on business, accounting, hospitality, IT. So this has been a major focus, and of course I forgot to mention hospitality and tourism with events management in undergraduate programs. So this has been our focus from the beginning, and that's what we have been known for in the market. We have really good industry partnerships where students can avail internship opportunities while they are studying with us. Great job links facilities that we have on campus, which help students for those part-time jobs, internships, work experiences, which eventually helps them to get into those careers and find those full-time opportunities after they graduate to utilize their, of course, the full post-study work visa that they get. So yeah, that's where I'll leave it, and I'll take any questions that you have. I'll pass it on to Martin for Serena Russo Institute.
Before we go to Martin, you have a campus in Cairns. It's really difficult to study in a part like Cairns, right? Hello?
Vipin?
It's beautiful out there. It's beautiful out there, and it's see again the focus has been different programs, but it depends on the student's mindset and what they are looking for, I would say.
Yes.
So there are students who are really interested in going to those regional campuses, the bigger campuses that we have, and going and of course, pursuing their studies there. Whereas a lot of the other students, especially the international students, when they're getting into the country, they prefer to stay in a bigger city. There are multiple reasons, which I shouldn't be saying at the moment, but yeah, it depends on students' point of view and their interests, what they're looking for. So we have multiple options available. Yeah.
Yes. No, fair enough. Thank you so much for that, Vipin. Martin, over to you.
Martin?
Thank you so much. So thanks for the invitation, Mangarish and Miki. It's really great to have the opportunity to share a bit more about Sarina Rousseau Institute. So we call us also ESRI. So essentially, ESRI is the preferred pathway partner of James Cook University Brisbane. We offer certificate diplomas and advanced diploma programs to a different range of courses that I will list a bit later. And we have also the particularity, we have domestic students as well as international students. So we offer a program in the area of leadership and management, also in community services and aged care. And also last year, we've launched another program in telecommunication networking engineering. So all those programs are linked with a bachelor offered by JCU and also other universities. So we have partnership and agreements with Australian Catholic University, Southern Cross University, Griffith, and Torrens. So this is where we live. We also, the reason why we are, of course, together with Vipin today is because Sarina Rousseau and James Cook share the same facilities. And we have a certain number of our students, of course, that are moving from our diploma and advanced diploma program to the bachelor at JCU.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks, Martin, for the information on SRI and Vipin for JCU Brisbane. Now, guys, as you know, all our students are mostly requested or asked to stay at home and study online during this COVID-19 restrictions are on. So what changes are implemented for those students to study online with JCU and SRI, and how are you making it more comfortable for the students to study this course online?
Thanks for that question, Miki.
Yes.
Now, this is something that we, as Australian universities, we were not prepared for this, to be very frank with you, especially when it comes to the international students. International students are supposed to be studying face-to-face on campus, which is one of the requirements of their student visa.
That's correct.
Now, from this has happened, we are fortunate enough that we've got a really good platform that we already had with us, which is Collaborate, which is our virtual platform. So what we have done is, because as per the government guidelines, we were asked to go online and we couldn't have students on campus face to face. So we've gone live with our lectures. Unlike most other universities, I would say, if I can say so, where we are not playing recorded lectures for our students. All the lectures that we are delivering at the moment for our current students, they are live, and students, whether they are in Australia or if they are, there were a lot of students who actually had traveled back home and who had plans to go home for a holiday and couldn't return to Australia to continue their studies. Students are there in India, students are there in Africa, in different parts of Southeast Asia, Europe. Students are still continuing, and all these students are together on this Collaborate, our virtual platform, which has features like raise your hand. There is a live chat box for students, audio video enabled virtual classrooms, one-on-one with lecturers if needed. So of course, with face-to-face classes, the best comfort for students is they can stay back in their lecture rooms and of course spend that extra time with their professors if they have any doubts. We have similar features available in our online study module as well, where students can request a one-on-one session with a lecturer and stay back after the session, after the live lecture. A live recording, all the lectures are recorded, so lecture recording is available. If the student misses out on the classroom, they can always go back on Collaborate and go through their lectures if they missed out. So yes, these have been tough times. There have been a lot of changes that we have gone through, but we are pretty confident that students are getting what they deserve and they're getting all the support. We are providing all the support to our students, and we've had really good feedback.
Yeah, to complement a bit what Vipin was saying, I agree. It's been challenging, of course, to switch from a face-to-face delivery to of course, the online delivery. Is not only about downloading Zoom and inviting all the students to join in. Of course, the big challenge of all of that is maintaining the engagement with students and also delivering the content in a different way. So this is what we've been, and the team has been working a lot on, trying to keep the content engaging, also allowing the students to work as groups. So the learning management system we are using offer this feature, so we can create some smaller room where students can sort of a work group, and the teacher is here to supervise a little bit the group work. So this has been very successful, and a lot of students have actually shared their feedback about the online learning. They actually enjoyed the experience, but most of them are still looking forward to go back to face-to-face class. But it's still, I think the world has realized now that online is also a very sustainable way of learning, and that it has a lot of future, even though like we know why all students are here studying with us is because of the experience, and they really want this face-to-face experience. So we're looking forward to welcoming them back on campus.
Excellent, excellent. Vipin, I like the answer what you just gave. It's like honesty that you guys were not prepared for this. To be honest, I'm sure nobody was prepared for this sort of unprecedented issue. We all pretty much were looking for. There are few colleges or universities who were used to do online sessions, but nobody as prepared as what it was expected at this point of time. So as you said, totally 100% agree, can't agree more to that. Adding up to that, when you said that, when you guys have made those changes and now everything is online, what is the feedback like? What people are saying, what your students are telling you? Are they liking it? What are the changes? Because look, when I consider myself as a student, we all pretty much came in as a student in this country. And if I keep myself in that shoes, there are some positives, which I could say that I could see that particular, lecture time and time again. And if I have any questions, I can get back to the professors or teachers and ask them individually, rather than if I'm in the classroom, I may not be 100% sure whether I can ask that sort of question or not. So what is the feedback like from to you guys?
See, it's again, as you said, we weren't prepared, and it's been a learning curve for us from the day. 1st of April was the first day when we went online, and we've been online since then, and we will be online for some more time to come. We've been open to feedbacks, of course, positive and negative, but overall, it's been amazing. Students have been happy. See, sitting here talking to you on this live session, I can say a lot, which could be,
Yes.
could be made up. But the best way to portray it to our prospect students and people who have those questions is to go online. Just go on our Facebook page. We have student testimonials right there where students are sitting in their home, recording videos, sending back to us, explaining us what their experience is, what they're liking, what they're not liking, which is not much. But I would encourage, if you want to know the true experience from a student's point of view, please just hit our Facebook page and look at those videos, and that'll answer your question.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say much, to be very honest. It's better it comes from the student. Overall, I can say that it's been a great experience for students. Students, they've not been complaining. There were small instances initially when we started, but I think students are the ones who didn't expect it, but they are adapting to what has happened, and we all are adapting to the changes that we've been thrown into. But it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, there is no negative feedback. It's always you can make it better, and whatever the things which they want as a colleges or as a business to basically improve, of course we can improve on those ones. So as you said, totally agree. I would like to request all the viewers and students who are watching us, who are probably studying right now or even wish to study in the future, head back to the the Facebook page of JCU and ESRI and see what students have to say.
Brisbane. Always add Brisbane, so James University Brisbane, and you'll be able to get the Facebook page.
Excellent. Martin, can we go to you, please? What's the feedback to you?
Well, for us, it's been a little bit more challenging because, of course, we are doing diplomas and also certificate that includes some work placement, vocational placement, and those sort of things, more like sort of practical components. So we have had some challenge dealing with that. So we had to review a little bit the calendar and the way we deliver the program. But overall, it's been very good. Teachers also have been able to adapt, and we have convinced even some teachers to join Facebook so they could interact with the students as well. We've created some groups, so groups per classes, where students can interact as well. It's been a great engagement tool, and the teacher has been able to intervene when they had to. So learning management system as well. We've done some work on choosing the most suitable option for the student for the type of delivery we had. And of course, yes, so we are looking for also using those kind of system over the longer term, because we are one of the part of our business is also to teach to online students, and a number of these students are currently studying online. So we have a little bit more of experience than JCU in that way, but we are looking to expand that option as well, and also of course going back to the face-to-face classes.
That's great. Thank you. Thanks, Martin. And I'd like to add here to our new viewers who have just come online and who have just joined us into this live video. If I'd like to introduce once again, we've got Bipin here from James Cook University and Martin from Serena Russo Institute. They've got courses starting straight from a certificate level to diploma to graduate courses and postgraduate courses. And guys, if you might have any questions for Vipin or Martin, please leave your questions in the comment box below while we're going through this live video, and we'll try to answer as many questions as we can after we finish our session here today. And coming back to our conversation again, Vipin, this one goes to you especially because, you know, as due to COVID-19, our students, international students are really struggling with their finances. So is there any strategy in place to help students who are in financial hardship? For example, if you've got any scholarships available, or if you have eased down their payment plans or anything? On to you, Vipin.
Sure. Thanks for asking that question. I think, Mickey, that is the most important question currently from a student's point of view, and especially students who are already in Australia and they're current students. So there are the different options that we've come up with for our students. I'll start with the current students who are already here, who are studying on campus, but maybe they have been affected because of the COVID-19 back home. They're not able to get the funds, or over here they might have lost their jobs. So we have a student support fund set up at James Cook University Brisbane campus, which the information is available online, and all the current students have already received an email for that. They can just follow the instructions, contact the concerned department, provide their details, and they'll be looked after. So that part is already being taken care of. Secondly, in regards to student payments, because the one thing that we noticed was for this current trimester, March intake that we started, there were a lot of students who weren't able to pay their fees on time. And the main reason for that was because their home countries were in lockdown, the banks were not open, the funds couldn't be transferred. In a normal scenario, of course, if you do not pay your fees on time, which is by the tuition fee payment date, there are certain sanctions that we put on students. There are certain late payment charges that we put on students. But considering the current scenario, all the current students have been informed, and I can repeat here online as well. We've not put any sanctions on students this trimester because we can understand these are the difficult times, and there are no late payment charges on students. On top of that, if a student does not pay their fees on time, and if they are eligible for a scholarship, the scholarships gets taken away, because if they become a debtor to the university. This trimester, we've made these changes where even if because we've not given students the last payment date. To be very upfront with you, we've given them the whole trimester to just take it easy, focus on their studies, because that's more important for them right now. Studies should not be affected, and payments, they have time till the end of the trimester to make the payment. So if they are making their payments by the end of the trimester, their scholarships will not be affected as well. Normally, if they pay it late, the scholarships are affected, but this trimester it won't be affected. So we are taking those steps. We have already taken those steps and informed our students where we are trying to support them as much as we can. Now, for future students who are looking to come and join James Cook University, whether they are in Australia or offshore. I'm going to talk about onshore right now because offshore, every nationality is different, country specific options are available. But for our onshore students, we are currently running a special where students who meet our entry requirements, who are meeting the criteria, which has been set up, they can be eligible for 30% scholarship for July intake only if they're commencing their studies in July. So yes, support is available. These scholarships are going to be distributed throughout their study program, depending on how many trimesters they're going to study. So it'll be divided equally for each trimester.
Sorry, go ahead, Mickey.
Thank you, Vipin. And just to cap it up, so what are the next available intakes for the masters and diploma courses available at JCU and SRI? If you could just recap the next dates for these students who are looking to enroll into JCU.
Sure. So with James Cook University, we've got 3 start dates every year, which is March, July, and November. So we've got July intake coming up, which we have enough time at the moment as we look at it. And the next one is going to be in November. So 3 intakes every year. We run trimesters. And for SRI, I'll Martin explain a bit more.
For SRI, we have a bit more flexibility. We are delivering monthly intakes. So most of the program have monthly start dates, and program run for 2.5 days per week.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mickey and Vipin and Martin. Now, we pretty much discussed what are the courses available, when is the next intake, what are the other options when it comes to scholarship and everything. There are people who are watching in Australia or even overseas. Vipin, do you have any message to our students? Would you like to say, anything which we have not talked about? Anything you would like to add to this one, please?
The only thing I would like to say over here is plan it and execute it. Don't leave it for the later date or time to wait for the right time. Because when you think about something, when you plan to do something, that is the right time. Plan it, execute it, and just get into it, whatever you're planning to do. Now, from a university's point of view, see, again, we are there to support our students. And if there is a student, just to give you an example, who has already planned to start their studies at the start of, let's say, an MBA at the start of 2020, but because of COVID-19, they are uncertain and they're not able to get into a program because they think they can't get into a country, or if they are here, they are not sure what the future holds.
True.
But again, qualification is one thing which stays with you for the rest of your life. So if you are in a position to start, if you've decided on the program that you want to study, just contact us, or I would say contact you guys because you guys are an expert. We can help you to get started.
Excellent. Martin, would you like to add anything to what Vipin just said?
Yes, so a little message to all the international students overseas. I've been also in this situation about 10 years ago now. I moved to Australia from France, and it was just a dream. It's just about in the same line as Vipin. It's all about goals at the moment, focusing on your goals. There has never been a better time to reflect a little bit and decide to take a head start, because the world is slowing down at the moment. There is not much we can do about it. We're forced to stay home. So I think it's a great time to make the most of it and decide what's going to be the next step. And very soon, borders will reopen. You'll be able to come back to Australia, and we are very much looking forward to welcoming you at our campus.
Yeah, until that time, you can study online as well. So that's not an issue at all.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Just make the most of it. Pick a career and just go for it.
True. Thank you so much. Mickey, do you have anything to add on that one?
Yes, thanks Vipin and Martin for coming live with us and sharing the information. So guys, if you are interested in or looking forward to joining JCU, They've got an excellent online platform in place that you can study online for the current scenario. And there are scholarships available up to 30% with JCU. And please feel free to contact us if you need more information. I'm sure JCU, Bipin, and Martin are more than happy to answer any of your questions you might have for your future education and for your future goals that you're looking forward to. Thanks again. I'll pass it on back to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Really appreciate your time. I know in COVID-19, I've seen the workplace and the amount of work what we used to do. It has kind of doubled. Let's be honest here, because we need to fight the battle on too many fronts at the same time. So it's a good thing. It keeps us on our toes. So thank you so much for giving us the time from your busy work schedule, and hope to see you guys very soon. Mickey, thanks for organizing this one. Any students who are currently overseas or onshore and they want to get any admission, please get in touch with your nearest Aussie branch. All the information, as Vipin said, please do not forget to go on their website, on their Facebook page, James Cook University Brisbane, and find out the different views, what people have mentioned or the students have mentioned. And the same thing for Martin as well. Thank you so much, guys. Look forward to seeing you very soon, and hope this COVID-19 goes as soon as possible so that we are back in business.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Bye-bye. Good talking to you. Bye.
Have a good evening.
See you.
Bye-bye.